Imagine earning $2 million every single month just by live streaming your wildest nights, only for the platform that made you rich to ban you overnight. That's the tightrope Bonnie Blue walked. She exploded into headlines after gathering over 1,000 people outside her hotel room, promising a world record encounter, filmed in full and monetized. Shock value sold. And it sold well, until bans, deportations, and public outrage started to tear apart the empire she built on controversy. Even Bonnie admits it. Before the shutdown, OnlyFriends was bringing in close to $2 million per month. So how did a self-proclaimed feminist icon, who once bragged about taking the virginities of 18-year-olds, end up chasing new platforms and teaming up with controversial figures like Andrew Tate just to stay relevant? She wasn't born in the spotlight as Bonnie Blue. On May 14, 1999, in Stapleford, Nottinghamshire, Tia Billinger entered the world, a girl juggling pound stretcher shifts with street dance competitions, dreaming of a luxurious life, by any means necessary. By her early 20s, she'd married her childhood sweetheart, moved to Australia, and was working a 9-to-5 job at a recruitment agency. But the office grind quickly felt suffocating. Everything changed in 2023 when, out of curiosity, she tried a webcam session. In just 1 week, she made $5,000 in tips and realized that desk jobs are dead. She threw away the HR paperwork, turned on the ring light, and launched an OnlyFriends account under the name Bonnie Blue. Recently divorced, she flew back to the UK with a single mission: turn controversy into cash.
And how sore I feel.
What the bruv? So I gotta see this though, are you single?
I'm single. I am single.
When was your last relationship?
I sort of split up with my ex probably a year and a half ago, but
Why did you split up?
just grew apart. We were together
Telling
from...
the truth, it was the 1,000 willies, and it was like, yo, babe, I can't do this, I can't cope.
No, he's super supportive, but
Waste, man.
we were together from the age of 14.
14, damn. And so, at what point did you yo, babes, I wanna do this thing?
About 2 years ago. He told me to do it.
Did he want to break up though, low key? It's yo, babes, you should f 1,000 men,
No, obviously when I first started OnlyFans, it wasn't oh my God, day one I want to f 1,000 people. I built up to that.
Baby steps. What was the GCSEs of your thing, getting into the...
I started off with an event called Schoolies in Australia.
Schoolies?
Yeah, so you know how we have freshers when we go to
yeah.
university?
Yeah.
In Australia it's called Schoolies.
What followed? A TikTok filmed outside a university campus, a line of barely legal freshmen, and a scandal that sent her bank balance soaring. It took just one bold TikTok for Bonnie's notoriety to shift from provocative to downright controversial.
As promised, I'm outside Nottingham University, as I said I would, to pleasure as many uni students in 2 weeks. I want to sleep with 130 barely legal 18-year-olds. And you can go for as many rounds as you want, you can finish wherever you want. And the most I want to take in one night is 25, but I'll let you into a little secret. I did 30 on the first day alone. So come and get me on my knees and let me celebrate you getting into uni, boys.
In September 2024, she filmed herself outside Nottingham Trent University, cheerfully announcing she was here for 130 barely turned 18 guys, encouraging first-year students to line up for free, film sessions with her. In later interviews, she doubled down on the controversy.
18 is young enough for me.
How many 18-year-olds have you slept with?
Oh my gosh. I'd probably say half of my sex count is from 18-year-olds.
Do you
I
prefer
love
that?
them. It depends. I love taking their virginities, and I love how innocent.
Her stunt exploded online. Tabloids labeled her a legal predator, while student unions issued warnings about consent traps on paper. But the backlash only fueled her following. The clip surpassed 12 million views, and traffic to her OnlyFriends account surged that same weekend. By Monday morning, Bonnie had proven a brutal rule of viral marketing. Controversy sells, and the younger the audience, the higher the clicks. Still, viral views don't pay the bills without a paywall. So Bonnie set out to turn those students into gold. literally. 6 months after her university TikTok stunt, Bonnie's phone buzzed like a jackpot machine in a casino. People were flooding her OnlyFriends account, eager to see the infamous 18-year-old takeover. And by early 2025, she was boasting on podcasts that the platform was earning her around $2 million per month, a figure never confirmed by any audit, but repeated often enough to become legend.
I've slept with obviously nearly 2,000 people.
Yeah.
They don't find it disgusting.
Look, they do. They probably think you're disgusting.
I've got over 600,000 subscribers and earn over 2 million a month. I think there's a lot of people that do not find it disgusting.
I bet every single one of them probably does find it disgusting, and they're probably disgusting themselves too.
Commentators tracking her uploads agreed that her monthly haul had reached millions of dollars before the platform finally stepped in with a ban. The model was brutally simple. Her partners appeared on camera for free in exchange for screen time, while fans paid premium fees for access to individual videos. Each new stunt, hooking up with the university rugby team, or a live stream titled 100 Dads, sparked a spike in subscriptions and tips, reinforcing a vicious cycle: more shock, more clicks, more cash. Critics warned them the algorithm had turned her into a slave to growth long before the platform finally drew the line. By mid-2024, merch drops, personalized shoutouts, and affiliate deals were also padding her bank account. But OnlyFriends remained the goldmine. Losing the platform would slash her income by $1.5 to $2 million per month, an axe already hanging above her, especially with the increasingly extreme stunts she teased in subscriber chats. And her next move, an alleged world record session with 1,057 men, would test just how far that limit could stretch before the platform decided to pull the plug. In January 2025, Bonnie decided that queues of freshmen weren't loud enough anymore. She wanted front-page headlines. So in a Nottingham hotel, she staged what she claimed was a world record intimacy marathon. 1,057 partners in roughly 12 hours, a number only she and her filming crew can verify.
You slept with 1,000 men, not
Yeah.
999, in 12 hours.
Yeah, well,
So-
1,057. I hit the 1,000 and there's still 57 men queuing. I couldn't say to them, sorry guys, I know you've just put in a long shift waiting, you've brought your packed lunch, you need to go home. Of course, I was like, welcome in.
Footage showed hotel corridors packed with people, a kind of human conveyor belt slowly advancing toward her suite. The stunt's title, 1,000 Men and Me, was marketed as feminist empowerment art, but psychologists interviewed afterward called it spectacle-based adult content, designed to exploit short-form algorithms. Guinness World Records declined to even review the submission, citing health and safety concerns. Still, the controversy exploded just as effectively. Her pay-per-view sales spiked overnight, and Bonnie's podcast claims became even more polarizing.
And have you slept with a father and son at the same time?
Yes, yeah. I think that's brilliant. Like, to have that much of a good relationship with your son, or, you know, for the son to have that much of a good connection with their dad. And the dad is just a guy himself. And if he wants to be pleasured and have fun in the bedroom, he deserves that as well. So,
With his son.
yeah, so I think, why not? Take me from both ends.
It's not just stuck in my mind, it's blown my mind.
Yeah.
So I just want to...
Has it blown your other end as well?
No, just my mind. But I want to reverse it. Mm-hmm. So that father and son act,
Yes.
that both had sex with you at the same time, which I think is pure and simple. You don't.
No.
You thought it was a beautiful thing. Would you share somebody with your mum or your dad?
No, I never want my dad to see me, you know, or my mum like that. That's just my personal opinion. It wouldn't turn me on. So it's all down to communication and what turns you on. So yeah, it wouldn't be for me personally. It wouldn't turn me on. However, seeing how much they enjoyed it, that was brilliant for them, and I loved it.
But there was a catch. Extreme stunts demand even bigger sequels. Just days later, she teased a new live stream called Petting Zoo, where she'd be restrained in a glass box until she reached 2,000 partners.
What challenges do you have next?
Bonnie Blue's petting zoo. I am going to be in a glass box, tied up, and it's going to be open for the public.
Oh my God.
Get me in the box, but people can join me to me, touch me, just look at me.
Where?
I'm going to be in the centre of London, but in a house.
Oh, okay. Not
In a
like,
house, in a
right,
glass
okay.
box, yeah.
'Cause I was thinking like David Blaine.
I mean, I'd love to be on the back of a lorry in a glass box, my way through the London.
Right.
That would probably be illegal.
Probably.
So I want to do 2,000.
2,000.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was the final straw. OnlyFriends permanently shut down her account, cutting off her main source of income instantly. And with her platform gone, and authorities now watching closely, the line between self-proclaimed feminist icon and full-blown self-destruction was becoming harder and harder to draw. If you've made it this far, you're clearly hooked, and I appreciate you for that. If you want to see more episodes featuring wild rises and dramatic falls, hit that like button and subscribe for future deep dives. And drop a comment with the phrase, controversy or strategy. That way I'll know you're one of the ones who pays attention to the details. Your comment might even show up in the next episode. The petting zoo glass box stunt, in which Bonnie planned to be with up to 2,000 partners live on camera, was the breaking point for OnlyFriends. On June 11, 2025, the platform shut down her account citing extreme challenges, instantly wiping out the $1.52 million she claimed to earn every month. The financial crash was compounded by backlash to a January 2025 TikTok, where Bonnie cornered a Five Guys employee with pressure to film with her.
I can't see it on the menu, but where do I get the Five Guys from? The Five Guys. I didn't know if there was like a special room where you can take me out back.
No.
What about after your shift? I mean, I'd want to give you, a good rating.
I'm Christian man.
I'm asking for what's on the menu, that's all.
Genuinely, I feel like I'm doing it right now. I can hold your menu if you want.
Are you on it?
No, I'm not.
Viewers called the clip predatory, and media outlets labeled it workplace harassment, fueling further criticism around Bonnie's ongoing obsession with 18-year-old virgins. On top of the scandals, her international access began to crumble. In November 2024, Australia revoked her 12-month visa, stating she intended to film monetized content during Schoolies Week, the country's notorious party week for recent high school grads. She was deported to Fiji within 48 hours, and officials hinted at a multi-year re-entry ban, cutting her off from one of her largest fan bases. One week, Bonnie Blue was making millions. The next, she had no platform, no country, and was desperately trying to migrate her followers to smaller sites like Fansly, where earnings were just a fraction of what they used to be. And as her income graph nosedived, a last-ditch alliance with one of the internet's most cancelled figures was about to send her reputation into freefall. A Channel 4 documentary, aired just weeks after her account was terminated, followed Bonnie's struggle to rebuild on Fansly. But her subscriber count was already tens of thousands below her former numbers, a clear sign that she was facing a revenue dip that, in her own words, could change everything. Then came a new partner in controversy, Andrew Tate. On June 20th, 2025, the two appeared side by side on Rob Moore's Disruptors podcast. 3 million YouTube views in just 48 hours, branding themselves as the two most canceled people on the internet. Critics called the pairing a fusion of misogyny and extreme adult content, while New Statesman joked that they had become the king and queen of online degeneracy. The outrage gave her another brief boost on social media, but analysts say it wasn't enough to reverse the financial spiral. Tabloids now estimate she's on track to lose £8 million a year if Fansly doesn't take off. Bonnie, however, insists she has even bigger gangbangs in the works and hints at a possible reality TV deal, rumors we cannot confirm. For now, the empire that once raked in millions is running purely on controversy fumes. Whether this alliance sparks a comeback or just another forgettable headline in a scandal-saturated internet is still up in the air. So how much is Bonnie Blue actually worth today? It depends who you ask. Finance Monthly estimates her net worth at a staggering £43 million. But critics argue that number ignores taxes, legal fees, and the sudden collapse of her revenue stream. The Sun, far less impressed, places her closer to £3 million, noting that the cash machine shut down the moment only friends pulled the plug. Still, Bonnie has started creating new income streams. In March, she appeared in a £500,000 crypto promo for a hardware wallet. Behind the scenes, rumors suggest she's pitching a glossy reality TV show to major streaming platforms. Rumors that neither Netflix nor Channel 4 have confirmed. For now, her only confirmed screen time remains in documentaries trying to answer a key question. Is Bonnie Blue a savvy, sex-positive entrepreneur, or the poster child for sexual shock culture? In its review of 1000 Men and Me, The Guardian says the film deliberately avoids a clear answer, leaving viewers uneasy and unconvinced. So the current scorecard reads like this: banned from her main platform, savings estimated between £3 million and £40 million, a reputation cemented in controversy, and an audience still waiting to see if her next stunt will revive the brand or finish it off for good. From a pound-stretcher paycheck in a small town called Stapleford to earning £2 million a month for live-streaming record-breaking encounters, Bonnie Blue milked every controversy. Barely legal students, a 1,057-partner marathon, a glass box petting zoo for views and profit. But the very cycle of shock she mastered turned against her. Only friends pulled the curtain. Her visas disappeared, income tanked, and even a headline-grabbing alliance with Andrew Tate couldn't refill the vault. Today, Bonnie sits on an uncertain fortune, hopping between smaller platforms, pitching reality show ideas, and daring the internet to stay hungry for the next scandal. Was it fearless sexual empowerment, exploitation dressed as liberation, or simply a spectacle that, in the end, consumed its own star? If this made you think, hit like, tap subscribe for more rise and fall stories, and keep the binge going. Click the video on screen to discover the next equally jaw-dropping story.